Hello friends, welcome to our channel Data Science Lovers. This is our third video on the course Data Analysis with Python. In this video, we will cover the topic of list. What is a list in Python? A list is a collection of different data types like integers, floats, strings, as well as objects. Each element or value of the list is called an item. We can also say that a list is a sequence of items. A list is created within these types of square brackets. This is the format of a list, which shows that a list is created within square brackets and it can contain the integer, float or string values or a combination of all these three data types. So to create a list, we have to write our list name, and in the square bracket we have to write our items. In this list you can see that these are the integers values, these are the float values, and these are the string values. So a list has been created. To show this list, we will simply use the print function. So this is the list. We can also create a list with only integers values like this, with only float values like 1.2, 3.4, 5 point this, and also with the string values. Like this. So these are the types of a list which contains the integer, float or string values in it. What is an index in list? If I create a list like 1 2 3 4 5 6, then the index of a list starts from the 0. The one value is present at 0 index, the two values present at first index, the three values present at second index, means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the indexes of the list. The index of the list doesn't start from 1, it starts from 0. You have to remember this thing. The properties of a list are as follows. The first property is a list allows duplicate items or values in it. What does it means? If I create a list with items like 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, then a list a name has been created, and if I want to print this list, then you can see that this list contains the duplicate values. 2, 2 and 5, 5 are the duplicate values. We can also create a list with duplicate string or float values. Like this. All the elements of a list have to be separated with this comma. Now if I print this list, then you can see that this list contains the duplicate string values high. The second property of the list is a list is mutable. It means a list items can be changed after creating the list. The first function is append function. The append function is used to enter a new value at the end of a list. If I create a list, this is a simple list 1 2 3 4 5, and if I want to enter a new value 6 at the end of this list, then I will simply use the append function, and in the bracket I will write the value that I have to enter at the end of list. Now if I print this list, then you can see that the 6 has been added at the last value, at the last position of this list. The second function is insert function. The insert function is used to insert a new value at a given index in the list. To use this function, we will simply create a list like this. If I print this list, then you can see 1 2 3 4 5 is the original list. If I want to enter 2.5 at the second index, then I will write the a dot insert function, and in the bracket I will write the index at which I have to enter the value. I have to enter the value at second index and the value which I have to enter. If I print this list, then you can see 2.5 has been added at the second index of this list. As I earlier told you that the index of the list starts from 0. So this was our 0 index, this was our first index, this was our second index. Now we have added a value 2.5 at our second index. So the value of the second index has been changed to 2.5. This is how we can use the insert function. The next one is index function. The index function show the index of a value. What does it mean? This is a list which we have created, and if I want to see what is the index of this 3, then I will simply use the index function for it. In the index function, I will write the value or element of which I have to check the index. If I run this command, then it will show that the index of 3 is 3. It means 0, 1, 2 and 3. Means the 3 value is present at the third index. If I check the index of 2.5, what does it shows? That the 2.5 value is present at the second index, 0, 1 and 2. This is the second index where the 2.5 value is present. The next is remove function. The remove function is used to delete a value from the list. This is our list, and if I want to remove the value of 2.5, then I will simply use the remove function. In the bracket I will write the value which I have to remove from the list and run this. Now if I see this list, then you can see that the 2.5 value has been removed from this list. It is showing only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is how we can remove a value from the list from any position. The next is pop. The pop function is used to delete a value from a particular index. If you see here, this is a list, and if I want to remove this 3 value which is present now at the second index, 0, 1 and 2, then I will use the pop function. In the pop function, I have to write the index value, not the item which we have to delete. Here I write the index. If I run this, and it shows that the 3 item has been removed from this list, and if I have a look at this list, then you can see that the 3 has been removed from the list. So this is the difference between the remove function and the pop function. The remove function is used to delete a value from the list, while the pop function is used to delete a value at a particular index from the list. In the remove function, we have to pass out the value which we have to delete, while in the pop function we have to pass the index. Now what is indexing in list? Suppose we have a list x equal to 1, 2, 3, 5, or I can say 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is our list. Now as I told you that this is our 0th index, this is first, second, third and fourth index. Now if I want to check the index of a item in the list, I will simply use the index function. If I write 13, then it is showing that the 13 is present at the second index of the list X. The next is, we can also use the index value to show what is present at that particular index. If I write here 3, this is the index value, and run this command, then it is showing 14. It means that at the third index 14 is present. 0, 1, 2 and 3. At third index 14 is present. If I want to show the values in the range of some index, then I can use this Here I have write the starting index and the end index. It will show the value 1 lesser than the end index. Here you can see the result as 13 and 14. While this is our first index, this is our 0th index, this is our first, second, third, fourth. The fourth index is actually 15, but it is showing the values as 14. Why? Because it always shows the one value lesser than the end index. You have to keep in mind this thing. Again, if I write the starting index as 2 and the end index as 5, then it will show all the values that are present from second index to the fourth index: 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4th. This is how we can use the indexing. We will learn about more advanced functions of the list that will be covered in our another playlist of the course. So friends, subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any video related with this course, data analysis with Python.